everyone, welcome back to my channel and to this week's Plan With Me video. This week we are planning out the week of May 11 to May 17th in my Erin Condren Neutral Vertical Life Planner. Oh my gosh, no wonder I don't say that in every video. That is a tongue twister. This week we are using a beautiful kit called Simplicity by Mary Mabel. It has been a little while since I've used one of Mary's kits, and as you all know, I used to PR for Mary and I really adore everything about her and everything that she does. So this kit, when I saw it, was very up my alley. It was still oriented around that whole work from home theme, but it's also very like homey and it's kind of fashion girly, and it's a little mix of everything but simplified, hence the name Simplicity. And as you guys can see, there are pops of pink throughout this kit, and I don't know, but there's something about marble pink, grey and black at the moment that really has my heart. So decided to go with that kit for this week. Now, in terms of functionality, I did find that this kit was actually perfect. The way that it is formatted, I think she recently did a format in her store. So I'm pretty sure the kit that I picked up is like her essentials kit. I'm not sure. It could be the ultimate kit. I'm not sure, but I know that she changed the layout. So she took a lot of things out and she put a lot of things in. So this format is probably my absolute favorite because I found that with the way that she's divided up the washi strips and the amount of like flags and appointment labels and half boxes and things like that, I found that I had more than enough to actually get through this spread, and had enough for everything that I needed. So that was really cool. But you'll see what I mean about the washi. There's some larger washi strips that I'll use later in the spread because I did think I was going to run out of my my half boxes. So I alternated it and changed it out by using some of the thick washi strips, and I thought that that worked really well. I did do a little bit of I did something different this week. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but I'm not really someone who uses foiled bow headers. So when I picked up this kit, I did pick up the add-on sheet, all of which are foiled bow headers. So foiled gold bow headers. Normally, I'm a glitter header person, and unfortunately, this particular kit either didn't come with a glitter header add-on, or when I purchased it, the glitter header add-on had sold out. And I mean, that wouldn't surprise me because the palette of the kit is very neutral. So people may have just bought the glitter header add-on to have it. So there I am showing you the header overlays there, and I'm deciding I wanted to do a bit of a cocktail, as they're called, where I bought in a solid foiled header as well, and I had two different options. I had some foiled headers from Monique Plans, and I had some foiled headers from Arctic Paper Studio. So basically what you saw me doing there was comparing each of the store's gold against the gold bows on the bow headers to determine which went best. And I did go ahead and actually decide on the Monique Plans foiled headers. Now, I did notice that the headers from Monique Store, they're slightly thicker than your standard headers. I didn't have a problem with that because, as you'll see here, I'm laying down the sticker and I was actually just going to lay the full box over the top of it, and it sort of slimmed it down a little bit. But I didn't mind because what I ended up doing is when I actually placed the rest of the headers down, I placed it sort of in a way that there was a slight overlap at the top and a slight overlap at the bottom, so that when you look at it, it doesn't look too out of place. But I made it work and I think they look beautiful. So I basically went ahead and used 3 of the bow header colors, the solid foil gold headers, and then the 4th color from the bow headers I go ahead and use in my sidebar, which I think works out really nicely. I did have to change up my sidebar again this week because, as you would have seen when I was showing you this kit at the beginning, this particular kit, and well, actually all of Mary's kits, unless there's a Fashion Girl add-on, they actually only come with the 8 full boxes. So I only had enough to do one for each day of the week, and the one in the sidebar. So I had to figure out what to do with that, and my go-to has been, I don't know if you guys watch Sherry from Planning Peep, but my go-to has been very similar to hers in regards to my sidebar, in that if I don't have the 9 full boxes to use, what I've been doing is marking like happy moments or memories. The only thing that I find with that is that sometimes, particularly of late, there's not always necessarily a happy moment. And I don't know whether that's just because I'm not journaling enough of what I do and I'm just writing down like the main points. Like I'm not actually keeping a note of how I feel on a particular day or consciously making a note of something positive that happens each day, which maybe I should be doing. I mean, for my mental health, it's probably not the worst thing to do. I should probably look at doing that, because then when it comes to doing a spread like this, I actually have, I'll have something positive to draw on. So what I actually ended up doing with this spread is in the sidebar, I did use the memories option, and I basically just put down like the top memories for the week in the sidebar. So whether they were good or bad or neutral or insignificant to some, I just put down what sort of worked well for me for that particular day. This week is a bit of a mishmash of stickers, which was good. As you guys know, I've been trying really, really hard to try and use a range of stickers and not just constantly rely on my like go-to stores. With that said, in my sidebar, I do use my go-to sticker thief icons, but that is just because I find that depending on the spread that I'm using for that week, I don't always like having a big red YouTube button in my sidebar because it doesn't always go with the kit. And I love the Instagram icons because they come in so many colorways that there is always something to suit the spread. So in that regard, I generally always go for the sticker thief options unless there is a kit where I could bring in something else. But other than that, with the exception of that, I've been trying really, really hard to use other stores and to start using the stickers that I've been buying and to actually use the stuff in my stash. So you will see that I bring in a few different stickers this week, which I'm really, really excited about. And the end result of this, I think, is really, really fun. So I did bring in a little bit of deco from the kit as well, which I quite enjoyed. And I bought in some fun little Marshmallow Studio like bow dividers because there was some white space there and I didn't necessarily want to bring in a washi tape like I did last week, so I wanted to bring in something else. And when I saw these, I was like, oh, they will match perfectly, because I honestly, when I bought them, I thought they were the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. And then when I got them, I'm like, what am I going to use them in? Like, they have to be, like, I can only really use them in a really pink kit or in a really feminine girly kit. And I think that they worked really, really nicely in this spread. So this week I did start off with my sidebar, which I have been chopping and changing a lot. So sometimes I'll do my sidebar first. Other times you will see that I sort of stay away from the sidebar and come back to that at the end. But I was pretty clear on what I wanted to do with this sidebar, so I went ahead and laid that down. I did do something a little bit unusual for me, and it was just because I had the ability to do so, but I do actually go ahead and continue the bottom washi across to the sidebar. The way that Miri does her washi sheet, she actually has pre-cut washi that is perfectly sized to match your full bottom washi strip, and it fits perfectly at the bottom of your sidebar there. So it's just a continuation of the bottom washi, and I think that worked out really nicely. And it also meant that my sidebar didn't look out of place. I didn't have to sort of scramble around to add another half box in there, you know, that I wasn't going to be able to fill in because I had nothing to put in it. So I think that worked out really well as well. I did opt out of date dots for this week. You guys would have noticed that the last couple of weeks I haven't used any date dots, and I feel like sometimes it's just because the way the header is formatted, like these date headers to me, when you look at them, because the day of the week is so centered, I don't think that there's anywhere to really add the date dot unless you put it above the days of the week. But I don't know, I just didn't like that in my opinion. But anyway, you'll see that we're into the spread now. So the first thing that I go ahead and do is grab a bunch of the laptop. These are a $2 Tuesday icon special from Celebo a while back. And I grabbed a bunch of those from her pinks sheet because it worked really well with this kit. And I put one of those on each of the days of the week. And then over the top of that, I layered a Stella Bow Sticker Co. script that says work from home. On Monday, you will, of course, see that I have marked usual Coffee Monday up the top before working from home, because for some reason I just always put that first. I don't know why. It could come after. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but that's how I've been doing it for as long as I can remember. So that's generally what I continue to keep doing. It just makes it easier when I plan out as well, because I know that that's the first thing that goes at the top of the page. So the coffee cup that I've used there is from Sticker Thief, and I do pair that with a script from Stella Bow as well. I don't know if I already said it, but this week's spread is very Stella Bow Sticker Co. heavy, in that I use so many scripts, which is perfect because it saves me having to write everything, and I just think it looks so much neater that way. On Monday evening, you will see that I used I was going to say Stella Bow. No. On Monday evening, I used a cute little Sheila Sugar sticker. She's got like her bags full of like shopping, and that was to mark that I actually had a Tupperware party the week before, and the Tupperware party, all of the orders were due in that night because the party was due to close that night. I then used a flat lay sticker. This one is from Oscar and Lou. That is to mark that my Metro City Girl My Metro City Girl Plan With Me went live that night. Now I have a frog in my throat. Let me have a sip of my coffee. I think my dog's barking. And then underneath the Plan With Me flat lay, I have marked in with a little, I had to chop it in half, but I used a Stella Bow icon to mark that we had to do some cleaning, and then I also marked in that we watched Lego Masters. Moving on to Tuesday, again, we've got that work from home up the top there. I then went ahead and used a Marshmallow Studio. It's like a little candle sticker from a recent purchase of mine. They're adorable. If you guys haven't checked out Marshmallow Studio, definitely do so. I'll leave their link below. But I thought it was a really, really cute way to mark in, well, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm a Scentsy consultant. So I sell, through Scentsy, I sell home, bath, body, fragrances, children's range, pets range, that sort of stuff. And on that particular day, we had a new collection go live. So we had what we called the Good Vibes collection go live on that day, which is amazing. I've spent all this weekend cleaning using one of the new cleaning products. Oh my God, my house smells incredible. Anyway, I used that to mark the arrival of that collection. And then on Tuesday evening, I used a shopping bag sticker from Stella Bow to mark that I needed to finish organising my mystery bags for my Scentsy clients. So they had paid me a $35 amount, and I had to organise a mystery bag of beautiful Scentsy products and finalise them that particular night so that I could get them out. I then go ahead and use a piece of deco from the kit to mark in that I did some laundry that day. And then I use another little piece of deco from the kit there to mark that I myself actually did my Good Vibes order. So that was the night that I went ahead and put in my collection order for the new Scentsy range. And then I also marked in at the end of the night there that we watched Lego Masters. Moving on to Wednesday, underneath working from home, you will see one of those Marshmallow Studio dividers that I was talking about earlier, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Give me a thumbs up if you think they are absolutely gorgeous, because I love them so much. I then go ahead and use a Labelle Stickers little like character girl there with a Stella Bow filming script to mark that I filmed in my lunch break that day. Underneath that, you will see that I use a cute little sticker from Whimsical Cat Studio to mark that it was finally payday, and I've paired that with a script from Stella Bow to, of course, denote that it was payday. Underneath that, you will see another little bag there, and that was just to say that I was finishing off the last of the mystery bags. I didn't actually get around to finishing them all the night before, so I went ahead and finished them on that evening. And then the last thing that I mark on Wednesday, I've got a cute little Isabelle sticker there from Animal Crossing, and of course I pair that with an Animal Crossing script to denote that I played some Animal Crossing that night. Over onto Thursday. Not too much happened on Thursday, so the first thing you'll see is, of course, working from home. You will then see the cute little Timmy and Tommy stickers there from Marshmallow Studio. That is to mark that in my Animal Crossing game, I got my much lusted after Nook's Cranny upgrade. So basically it went from like a little side store to like a big deal store, so to speak. On Thursday afternoon, I used a little things from the kit to mark in doing some laundry, and then I've used another one of those cute Marshmallow Studio dividers. And the last thing that I marked on Thursday, I've used a little flat lay there from Wednesday planning to actually mark in that I uploaded a Kmart haul video that night. On to Friday. Working from home is the first thing, of course. On that particular day, though, I did actually finish up early, so I started work at 8:30. I actually signed off for the day at about 20 past 12, I believe. I had a really bad migraine and I just couldn't focus on my work, so I actually logged off early and spent pretty much the entire afternoon in bed and or on the couch. And I marked that in using a little Sheila Sugar sticker from Marshmallow Studio. And then on Friday evening, I just took it really easy, so I've used a little marshmallow sticker there, like waving her hands around with the envelopes to mark that my best friend and I, we run a women's support group on Facebook. If you want to check it out, it is called Home is Where Your Sisters Are, and we had a giveaway running, and that particular night was when the giveaway closed. And then the last thing that I marked on Friday afternoon was watching Molly's game with a Stella Bow Sticker Co. popcorn icon. On to Saturday, I've used a, what is her name? Toffee Bananas? Papershire. A Papershire sticker to mark sleeping in. And underneath that, I've used a large Coffee Monsters Co. emoji and paired that with a Stella Bow script to mark that I relaxed that day. Saturday evening, I've used a little things there to mark that I watched Alaskan Bush People. And then later that night, I used a Marshmallow Studio divider and we watched Black Klansman. And then on to Sunday, I used a coffee script with a coffee cup to mark having some coffee. I used a little icon there from Stella Bow to mark Turnip Day, an emoji to mark filming, a cleaning bottle from the kit to mark tidying up. And then that evening, I've used a cake slice from Marshmallow Studio to mark that I baked some banana muffins that were delicious. And beneath that, I have marked in uploading with a Planner Goddess Studio laptop and Stella Bow Sticker Co. script. And to finish out Sunday, I, of course, marked in watching Lego Masters. Wow, I'm out of breath because, as per usual, my footage beat me to the end. So Sunday, I sped through very fast. If you guys have any questions, though, let me know in the comments below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I am just showing you guys the headers that I used. Gave you guys a little bit of a wiggle to show you all the limited foil that I used in this spread. But I think the balance of foil with the black script and my handwriting and the icons, I don't know, I just really like how it turned out. But yes, that is it for this spread. Bye for now.